We are on page 195 and we are looking at the differentiation of T cells. We are following a T cell precursor from the bone marrow to the thymus to the lymph node. And we can see here that the T cell starts as a T cell precursor in the bone marrow, then it moves to the thymus where it becomes a CD4, CD8 cell, and then we see it separate into CD8 and CD4 cells. And then in the lymph node, the CD8 cells change into cytotoxic T cells, and these can attack virus-infected cells and neoplastic and donor graft cells. And then looking down here, we can see that the CD4 cells in the lymph node become helper T cells, and then turn into Th1 cells and Th2 cells. So the main point we want to talk about here is the positive and negative selection here. So notice that positive selection takes place in the cortex, whereas negative selection takes place in the medulla. So let's talk about positive selection. This happens again in the thymic cortex. The T cells expressing T cell receptors capable of binding surface cell MHC molecules survive. Whereas as for negative selection, this happens in the medulla, and T cells expressing T cell receptors with high affinity for self-antigens undergo apoptosis. So that is just a basic summary of the differentiation of T cells.